We're going to be talking a lot of details and breeding stuff, so let's start it off with just looking at some cool snakes. So I'm trying to get things on track as far as when I upload. I think I'm going to be uploading on every Thursday at 3 o'clock. It depends on deadlines and stuff with work, but I'm going to shoot for Thursday at 3 o'clock, and I will at least get one video a week, if not more. So I just want to give you some insight on when to expect my video. And if you're seeing this video and I didn't put it out by Thursday at 3 p.m., it's going to be pretty awkward. But I do what I can. So today we're going to be talking about something that I get asked a lot, which is how big does my corn snake have to be to breed? Well, there's a few different variables in there, so let's get into it. So the first variable is age. This little girl right here is a snake that I produced last year. So she was born in July, so she's coming up on a year old. And now for corn snakes, what we're usually looking for is 3 years. So there's a rule called the 3-3-3 rule, which means 3 feet, 300 grams, and the snake must on me. Which means 3 years, 3 feet, and 300 grams. If you satisfy all those requirements, then your corn snake should be ready to breed. I just want to let you guys know that age does not mean everything, because here is a girl who is about 2 years old, and she's about the same size, if not smaller, than this girl that I produced last year, which is only a year old. She only eats a null-scented pinkies. It took me a while to get her feeding and everything, and this girl fed right off the bat. So it's a big difference. This set this girl back probably a year. Who knows if I'll even breed her, but she will stay much smaller because that's what it is with snakes. The more you feed them, the more they grow. And it's not necessarily great to feed them more. You don't want to rush it. So I wouldn't say that you want to stuff them with food to get them bigger, because quite frankly, you still want to wait until that 3-year mark. So age can be a very deceiving thing because they could be a different size. So let's move on to size. And I know what you're thinking. Your girl lied. Size does matter.
What's good? No! What? No! What the hell? China! What? They just delivered a low blow! What happened? Triple H!
So people all the time tell me, hey, your corn snakes look so small, your females look so small, your males look so small, everything looks so small. Well, corn snakes are small snakes, but also, I'm not in any rush to breed anyone. I want it to be a gradient as far as their first year breeding. I don't expect 20 eggs. You know, 9 eggs is perfectly fine with me. I am not in any type of race, so I take my time growing them up. So therefore, they're just not gonna be as girthy. And what I'm really looking for is for them to hit their stride when they're probably about 6 years old or something like that. I'm not in any rush to get them started, and I believe that's just better for the animal. It puts less stress on the animal. And I think generally in captivity, we overfeed our snakes. I mean, I've seen so many fat corn snakes, but I think it's just important to be on the slim side, because out in the wild, how often are they really eating? And if you've ever seen big snakes out in the wild, especially things like corn snakes and rat snakes, they're not typically as girthy as you will see them in captivity. And usually when they're really long, that means that they're really old, and they have about this body structure that this female has right here. It's not a very heavy-bodied snake. Corn snakes are not heavy-bodied. They shouldn't be slow moving. They should be fast moving, slender, athletic snakes like this girl right here. This is Mother of McDonald. I don't know if you guys have seen her before, but she is just like super Home Depot orange. I don't know if you've seen her son on my Instagram, but we call him McDonald's, and he is, let me see here. He is also an Ultramel Tessera. So here is mother and son right here. Super cool snakes. I love the Ultramel gene. I love Tessera. If you haven't noticed, most of the things that I have are pretty much have Tessera in them, and a lot of them have Ultra or Ultramel as well. But I'm getting a little off track. So the 3-foot rule. I've never measured my snakes. My biggest factor is going to be the age, but I have never measured snakes, but I'm sure this girl is 3 feet long. These are both 2-year-old corn snakes. This one is a Anery Red Factor Tessera, and this is a Snow Tessera. This is our male, this is our female. And a big distinction, which I didn't hit on with age, is that the males can actually go sooner than the females. So at about 2 years old, size doesn't matter as much because obviously they don't have to hold eggs. So it's just a matter of him being willing to breed. This guy was willing to breed, but I gave him an extra year just because I didn't have anything that really made sense with him to go with. But this girl would be ready for him next year. This girl is 2 years old, and you can see she has good size on her. With corn snakes, you are looking for a good bread loaf type of shape to their body. And size, they generally say 300 grams. And to be honest, I've never weighed a snake. But let me take out a smaller female that laid eggs this year and let's compare. So here we have our Miami Okatee. And this female produced, I believe it was 9 eggs this year. So she has produced well for me. And then this is our 2-year-old Anery female. This girl is big for her age. This girl is small for her age. But guess what? She had a great clutch. She's probably not gonna be one of those females that will produce, 25 eggs for me or anything like that. But she is still a healthy weight and healthy size in order to give us a good clutch. So this girl may be just as big, if not bigger than this girl, but quite frankly, she has not reached 3 years old, so I don't feel comfortable with breeding her. And this animal is 4 years old. I would assume in nature, it just depends on how much food is in the area, and you probably see a lot of smaller females producing clutches. I don't think that small size will stop them unless they're very, very small. So I'd be curious on how much this girl weighs, and this is after laying eggs, but she still has a really good body shape, and let's see how much she weighs. It's gonna be easy for me to put her in her humid hide. I'm gonna zero this out. All right, let's put her in. Alright, so interesting position, but she's all on the scale. So what I'm showing right now is about 180 grams, and I don't know if that's true, but if that's true, then we definitely broke the rules, didn't we? So I just wanted you guys to know, rules are kind of general, especially when it comes to snakes and nature and anything in nature. There's always going to be outliers, there's always going to be different things going on. Not everything's going to go as planned, not everything is going to be status quo. There are snakes that are bigger, there are snakes that are smaller, there are snakes that are more defensive, there are snakes that are less defensive, more flighty, less flighty. These guys are all over the place. But there's just so many different things that it's hard to say that there's one way to do things. It's hard to say that there's one golden rule. So I've shown you some exceptions of the rules. So if you want to play it completely safe, the 3-3-3 rule is 3 years, 300 grams, and 3 feet. But in the meantime, I'll just keep on paying attention to my snakes and what's best for them, and let them tell me when they're ready to breed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you like videos like this. It is a bit more talking head than I've done in the past, so let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how you feel about all the weird information that I confused you on today. And I will catch you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey guys, I'm filming a new video today. Here we have Mother of McDonald's somewhere deep down in my shirt because I was busy holding her son, who is now climbing all over the tripod.